implementation is a big deal. Whether it be a CRM system, an ERP system, or a field service management system, you're impacting some major parts of your business. There's a lot that can go wrong with a major implementation, and there's ways that you can prevent that on the front end if you do some things before you even start the implementation. We're going to talk about today some things you can do early on to prevent yourself from a lot of heartburn during the implementation to make it a successful rollout. Welcome to another edition of Field Force Friday. So first, make the time. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got a lot of things going on at work, but if you're implementing a major software system, whatever it is, you're going to need to devote some time and resources to that project. So make sure that you're honest with yourself about time that you can invest in the project itself. If you're a company that has ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys as far as your business goes, make sure you're implementing when you're less busy, when you have time for it. Don't put yourself in the position where you've got a billion other things going on, it's your busy season, and you can't devote the time to the project. So make sure you're installing when it's low so you have time, so then when you are busy and you really need the system, you can use it to its full advantage. Number two, it's really important to know your data. So whether you're on paper forms and you have nothing and you're starting from scratch, whether you have a disjointed system with a lot of duplicate data, you need to look at that. You need to audit that information and find out what it is you're working with. As they say, garbage in, garbage out. You could have the best new software system in the world, the best upper echelon type of system, and it won't matter if your data is all garbage. So make sure you know what you're working with, make sure you take steps in advance to clean that data up, know what fields are linking to what, put it in correctly on the front end, so then your adoption is strong on the back end and people aren't frustrated with it, with this new system. Number three, find ways to improve. So you tend to stick with what you're familiar with, right? In this case, that would be wrong. So it's very easy to fall into the trap of a one-for-one implementation rollout. So you have your old system, these fields, these processes worked great. Now you have your new system, why not just make it the same? That's not using this opportunity to its full advantage. So you have this great new tool, great new system, use that as an opportunity to focus on processes. Interview your employees, check in with those stakeholders, make sure that you can get the feedback of what isn't working now, what are they missing that could make their job easier. Even use your software partner as somebody to walk through that with you, but make sure you're doing that early on the front end because you're adding ways to improve, adding new processes. Get it in early in the statement of work so it's not being bolted onto the back and pushing out your go live date. Number four, check in with corporate, unless you are corporate. If you're a dealer, check in with your manufacturer. This is a great opportunity to have some of those high-level conversations with the key parent company stakeholders. Like we said before, this is a key business process that you're likely impacting. I'm quite sure that they've had conversations around this, whether it be a CRM, field service management system, whatever it is. You're touching parts of the business that they likely have some input on. So get that feedback. They can save you some trouble, they can give you some ideas, they can help you map out some of these things we talked about before. It's a great way to get corporate involved, great way to have them get some skin in the game and get some of that support. And if you're lucky, maybe they'll even throw you a couple bucks. If you follow some of these steps, there's no reason that you can't have a very big software implementation and a very nice new system on time working for your organization the way you want it to. So hopefully we were able to help you today. Thanks for attending this episode of Field Force Friday, and be sure to tune in next week for our next episode. Have a nice weekend.